You know, the reality is they're doing this for what a lot of people would say are really kind of problematic. Sammy's someone who's kind of really struggling with their identity and the sexuality, but on the other hand, the actual kind of manifesto of it all is problematic.
I mean, I understand there's going to be a bit of fuckery, like editing or whatever, maybe make it a bit more sensationalized and like short and snappy. There was so much that they cut out. It really didn't paint me in a very good light, and it didn't really dive into the transmaxing space at all. You know, they kind of attributed the beliefs of the manifesto like as if I was consumed in an ideology, which, you know, like I used that server as a resource, and I agreed with some of the things in the manifesto, and I didn't consider it like my trans Bible. It's just kind of crazy.
What was it like when they reached out to you, or like what was that process like? How did you get in contact with them?
They sent a researcher into the Transmaxxing server, and then they just reached out to a couple of people, and I agreed to an interview. I think it's because I was the only person available for the interview that they picked me. It's a UK-based company, so they needed someone from the UK. They'd have maybe picked someone that was a bit more of a basement dweller to paint this idea of inceldom or whatever. I just feel like they tried to shoehorn me into this caricature. Luckily, I think a lot of people see through it. So
I mean, the comments on the YouTube video are, I don't know, I feel like you're right. For the most part, people are seeing through it. And you and I talked about it a little, but I feel like it's really messed up how he even went out of his way to ask another trans woman what she thought, just to like try and like catch you, I guess, catch you in the trap.
Put off by that, and they'll go, well, you're just trying to cheat the system.
You're not, the thing is, A, you're not breaking the law, and B, you're not hurting anybody.
And then she was like, oh, you know, I think it's a good thing, you know, it's good to like explore. And then he was like, well, I still think it's bad. Like, why'd you even ask her in the first place?
I thought Julie would have a real issue with this. I thought they'd have a problem with Sammy's motivations.
It's just very like transparent. He's trying to cause drama when.
Did you tell that in person? Like when he was there with you? Or was he like nice to your face?
Well, he was trying to be provocative, but I thought that was just like part of being a presenter. I didn't really know how it would all be cut together, and like, because again, like I said, there was a lot that they just didn't include. Like the older trans lady that we spoke to, she does like charity things for trans people. And you would have thought, like, they'd at least include a little bit of that. If it's meant to be supporting trans people, why wouldn't you make people aware of the support networks that are available? Or even the server itself. Like, they make it sound like some underground drug ring, when actually it's just a really helpful resource if you don't want to go through the NHS to get your trans care. You know, you can find solutions there that are affordable. And it's also, it's interesting that they didn't include the fact that I rented the house that I was staying at. People just assumed it was like my parents' place.
Oh my God.
Mention the fact that I work, like they put, oh, I don't want to work 70 hours a week. The reason I said that is because I have worked 70 hours a week, but they didn't say that.
So they were really trying to paint you as this like neat incel.
Yeah, exactly, neat. The way that they broke contract is we had a verbal agreement that